Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome, 𝗬𝐂𝐬𝗍 here. This is F1 Manager 2023. Sorry, it's not. It's F1 Manager 23. I need to teach myself not to say 2023. F1 Manager 23. The developers have sent me a key for this early so that I can review it. Hopefully review it to you before you buy it. Fingers crossed they have improved on the first version, because I tell you what, they have not earned many friends with that first release, despite there being some incredible moments. You know, I put up 51 full episodes on this, on F1 Manager 22, and yeah, I'm not being funny, I enjoyed that game a lot, but the bugs and the issues really great against you. I think what we're going to have to do here is turn this audio down a bit. That's way too high. I have turned on the replace license music, so I shouldn't get any issues here. Let's have a look here. We're in borderless mode. Okay, graphics are on high. Can we go to ultra? Let's apply settings on ultra. Accessibility, that all looks pretty much the same as before. Again, quite disappointing lack of options in there, if I'm being totally honest. So exclusive scenarios. Let's have a look here. This is one of the new things. Adapt to extraordinary situations in these exclusive scenarios. To be honest with you, nobody asked for flipping scenarios. I guarantee you the majority of people out there would rather be able to create their own F1 team and start from nothing at all, rather than having exclusive scenarios. Race replay. This takes you through previous races and gives you an opportunity to rewrite history. Again, who the hell asked for that? When I saw race replay, I thought, oh, cool. I can watch the replay of my race fully with all the exciting camera changes and all the overtakes and stuff, like amalgamated into a single... No, it's not that at all. It's a game mode that nobody wants to play. Not a good start. Not a good start, I've got to be honest. Let's just take a quick look here at the Steam page. That comes out on the 31st of July 2023, which will probably be when this video goes live. $44.99 for the basic version, $54.99 for the deluxe version. I hate this deluxe version rubbish. I don't trust these guys one bit. I don't believe them at all. I mean, 9 out of 10. What are the 9 things that almost make this the most perfect game in the world, huh? You should be checking against 100 things, 1,000 things, not 9 out of 10. What's that? It's got wheels. They go around the track the right way. I mean, what are these 9 things? Sorry, I'm already wound up. I bought the first version. They've sent me a review copy this time. I'm going to try and stay neutral, but I'm still angry about how they dropped F1 Manager 2022. That's my problem.
Formula One, the pinnacle of motorsport. With a global audience and drama to match, all the attention is now on race circuits around the world, waiting for the start of the fastest show on Earth. Last year's regulation changes saw closer on-track battles. Anyone expecting a smooth ride from the 2023 season is in for a shock. With a shake-up in the paddock resulting in the signing of several new team principals, F1 is primed and ready to light up the world stage. Team principals will already be talking tactics, boosting the confidence of their drivers and ensuring their pit crews make those box times as tight as possible. With a new era of racing now well underway, more teams than ever will be vying for points, podiums, and a chance at the championship. This is Formula One.
I've got an RTX 3080 running this. It's a 4K monitor, but it's only running in 2K, I believe. Maybe it's in 4K. We'll have a little check in a second. But yeah, it's a 9999K. It's not overclocked, but it, you know, clicks up to about 5 gigahertz anyway, all on its own, because it's very clever like that. 32 gigs of RAM running on SSDs. I have no idea why it's so stuttery. All that was a video. I'll be interested to see. Maybe it is just my system that's having that problem. I'll have to watch some other people's videos and see if everyone's experiencing that. But yeah, okay, that's a little concerning to start with. Massively long loading time. Up in the top right hand corner here, I have got the FPS. You can see what's going on in the FPS terms. And yeah, okay, so they basically outlined what is going on in the real F1 world, which means they've probably closely tried to map that, which means Max Verstappen is going to be faster than everybody, and no one's going to be able to catch him, and it's going to be a bit of a boring season. But, you know, if you take, and this is true of the real F1 this year, if you take Max Verstappen out of the running, you know, if you just forget that he's even driving the car, which I think that must really upset him. I really genuinely think that must upset him. Nobody's interested in what he's doing. We're so bored of him being the fastest car by such a huge margin. But everything that's going on behind him is super awesome. I have no idea why this is taking so long to load. This is not a good sign. Already the alarm bells are going off for me all over the place. One of the things they have changed, which honestly, I think if they just made one change from F1 Manager 2000, I've got to stop saying that, F1 Manager 22, if they made just one change, it should be that you can create your own team and start racing from F3 and then, you know, rank up and get an F2 car together and then finally an F1 car. That, I think, would sell like hot potatoes. What they've done instead is they now simulate F3 and F2 seasons in the background. You can't see them or interact with them, but they used to be stagnant, dead. Nobody ever progressed or improved or anything. Now it's supposedly fully simulated in the background. I sort of consider it to be rather half-assedly done, but we'll see how well that pans out. This is not loading, is it, guys? I'm going to pause and then bring it back once I've actually got the game loaded. I may have to restart. Sorry about this.
In 2022, defending their Drivers' Championship title and bringing home the Constructors' Championship for the first time since 2013. The new season will see the continuation of Dream Team, Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez. They're flying high on the back of their success, but they can't afford to rest on their laurels if they want to dominate 2023 in the way they did last year.
Yeah, we've seen no evidence of that to be true, have we? They've basically dominated since, well, day one, basically. I think, did he win 11 Grand Prix in a row? Something ridiculous like that. Set a new record. I completely lost track now. I kind of, you know, Verstappen's won, as far as I'm concerned. I'm more interested about who's going to come second. That's for me, that's far more interesting this season than anything else. It's a bit of a shame. So listen, I started the game again because it crashed the first time. It crashed again. Third time round, I skipped that intro video and that seemed to fix it. Everything seems to be running quite well now, so we'll say, okay, fine. I'm guessing they've got these in the order of quality, like, so
On paper,
I'm guessing again, Williams at 2
frustrating
and a smidge stars.
10th in the Constructors' Championship is not...
Yeah.
It was a disappointing
Okay, so I'm
end
going
to
to
the
go with Williams
2022
again.
season.
I'm pretty loyal to Nigel Mansell. He's a massive part of my childhood. And the reason why I started watching F1 was, you know, the battles between him and Ayrton Senna. So I'm pretty keen to continue my Williams career. Let's play the team intro and just see what they say.
10th in the Constructors' Championship is not where Williams would have chosen to end 2022, but that won't stop them fighting. Debutant Logan Sargent joins for the new season after a stellar F2 performance, driving alongside his more experienced teammate Alex Albon. With the right leadership, the team is set to come out swinging in 2023.
Alex Albon's done really well this year. Really highly rate him as a driver. Logan Sargent's had an absolute mare of a season. But we'll see how we get on with him. Staff performance is worse. Driver performance is worse. Headquarter quality 6th. So we've got actually pretty decent headquarters. Car performance is 7th. We've actually got a pretty decent car, which is kind of interesting. Luc Dupont is our reserve driver. That's interesting. Confirmed. So I'm not going to get the guidance. I will figure it out. It can't be that different from the original, can it? He's looking... Don't you think he's aged rather badly? He always used to look like the really young one, in my eyes anyway. But after all that conflict, he seems to have aged quite a bit. Right, so this looks fairly familiar. We've still got the continue thing up here. We've got the same stuff down the bottom here. I never liked the UI before. Let's go to the cars. It's changed a little bit. Now the car analysis is the smallest thing on there. This all looks very similar. One thing you don't seem to have anymore is the ability to check car analysis against the grid. So this is the... It's supposed to be the... okay, rank on grid. So you change it up here now instead of down here. Okay, so let's look at car performance. Rank on grid. We are 9th. That's not bad. So we're actually quite fast, but our acceleration is shocking. And obviously for the Bahrain Grand Prix, medium speed, low speed, DRS effectiveness and acceleration are the key things. DRS effectiveness is now up here under velocity. Used to be its own DRS section, so that looks like that's changed a little bit. So we really need to work on something that's going to give us acceleration, and there's no point not jumping straight into this. So chassis is going to give us top speed, low speed, medium speed, high speed, and engine cooling. Last year, engine cooling didn't seem to make any difference at all. If it did make a difference, I don't really know where it made a difference. My engine never blew up once. Maybe the quality of my engine degrading over time was a factor, but to be honest with you, you know, I'm nearly second in the championship after 5 years with Williams. That's a pretty good turnaround. It didn't really make any difference. Brake cooling, maybe that was the reason why my drivers kept crashing all the time. But there's not really enough depth and information in the game to really sort of convey that and say, yes, that's the reason why, or no, that's not the reason why. They just crash. And then they say, oh, I'm sorry about that. You never actually find out why they crashed. What was the reason for the crash? Did the brakes overheat? Was it driver error? Is it car error? Did something fail? Can somebody please talk to me? There's loads of stuff missing in the game in terms of depth. We need something that's going to really boost our acceleration. None of these things directly affect acceleration. None of them at all. It seems a little bit odd. Okay, let's take a gamble. Let's say, because we've got to get our low speed and our medium speed up. And DRS effectiveness. So that's a rear wing thing. So we know we need to do some rear wing stuff. So let's put a little bit of everything on here. Just to boost it up a little smidgeroony. Okay. Okay, this has changed. So we're highlighting key attributes for Sakhir, which is in 11 days. If I say Jeddah, 25 days, that's probably going to give us more time. Again, DRS effectiveness is really important. So if we could get this up. So that's going to give me +2 on acceleration. So this is looking good. This is actually looking positive. So we'll say yes on that. Yeah, so we go next. Focus preset, high speed performance. We've got custom, balanced, high speed performance, low speed performance, optimized aerodynamics. So optimized aerodynamics is going to reduce our DRS effectiveness by 3. But it's going to boost acceleration by 2 and top speed by 2. Whereas if I focus on low speed performance, we're going to increase our top speed, our acceleration and DRS effectiveness, but lose high speed performance. If I focus on high speed, we don't get the DRS effectiveness, but we lose only 1% low speed, and we get the top speed and thingy. Whereas if I just go balanced, I get a +2 on all the things I want to get a plus on. It just seems to make sense to go with that. Oh, did you see that? Look at the difference there. So according to this, I can drag this up. Go to 10. So we're going to get +2, +2, +10 places. That can't take us up to 3rd fastest, surely. Not on one tweak. But that doesn't negatively affect on anything else. That just seems like an absolute win-win-win. So everything that I can improve... Oh, okay. Without negatively impacting on anything else, or losing the benefits that we already have, seems to be, in my eyes, a bloody good move. Look at that. So we just tweaked that. We're going to get 10, 2 and 2. Maybe that's not perfect, but DRS effectiveness is going to get a massive... Acceleration was the thing I struggled with most in my first career, so I suspect that's going to continue. Alright, does it say how many days it's going to take? 25 days away. Say how many days? I can't see anywhere where it says how many days it's going to take. Engineers. We'll put 5. We've got 10 engineers. I put 5 on it. Intent. Your engineers will put in extra hours to optimize this design. The cost will be higher, but you will gain a greater car part expertise bonus, which will improve future designs of this car part. So, I mean, that just kind of makes sense. It has to happen. 31 days, though. So I can't even get it done in time. What about Melbourne? Okay, so we'll focus on Melbourne. 5 staff members, 39 days. And we'll have it ready in 31 days. Okay, let's do this. Cost cap remaining 116 million. We've got 15 million in the bank. It's going to cost us 4 million. So this is a massive, massive outlay. So that's really got to help us, or we're in big trouble. We're also going to have to design something else because we need to get that acceleration up. I'm thinking suspension might help. Put a bit more into this one, I think. Because everything is so expensive now. It's a bit of a concern. 25 days. Let's see what we can do. Say next. Change this to, there we go, rank on grid. I just find that easier to work with. So that's going to give me a +2, no negatives. It's going to increase our brake cooling as well. Okay, that's given me negatives. That gave me extra, what did that give me? Medium speed, okay, that's what we want to focus on, that's fine. We'll hold short. Okay, so we can't do too much, but it does boost our acceleration and top speed. So I'm going to go with that. Got 5 guys on it. We'll say intense. How long is that going to take? How long is that going to take? 29 days. So again, it's not going to be ready for Jeddah, but it'll be ready for Australia. So we're probably not going to get any points before Australia. First day. 𝗦𝘂𝗯𝗀𝗄𝗯𝗄, welcome to Williams. It's very exciting to have you on board. We're more than ready to take the season under your leadership. As you've just joined the team, I want to let you know that our sponsor obligations have already been negotiated for the season. That's fine. When negotiating sponsorship deals at the start of the season, we offer certain obligations. Yeah. Okay. The obligations. And driver appearance. See, I used to max this out because you get more money, obviously. It never really affected me. I just didn't notice any difference. So whatever, I'm fine with that. That's absolutely fine. All right then. There really isn't much I need to do. I just kind of need to get into a race, I guess. What do we got? Key staff. Good morning, Sim. Allow me to introduce you to our talented key staff. Technical chief is David Warner. So these are the same as last year. David Warner is, definitely. Sponsor obligations. Welcome to the 2023 season. Yeah. Post Bahrain testing results. 13th, 11th, 13th, and 9th. Not very good. 9th is good for the engine cooling. That's pretty cool for us. This is the problem. Acceleration 17th. We can't do anything with that. Nothing at all. Hello, Sim. I wanted to remind you there's just 1 week left of the current aerodynamic testing ATR period. There is a report on how many aerodynamic testing hours we have left. We should make most of what's left in this ATR period and start some new car part designs if we have the testing hours available. Great. Okay, well, I've screwed that up straight away then, haven't I? Because we've got no engineers left. So I can't actually develop anything else. I've got no engineers available. That sucks. Nuggets. Well, the race is in 4 days. No, we're screwed. Damn it. Can I tweak this? So I can't edit it. I can't add more. Can't add more to it. Balls. I think we're going to lose out then on our first... Damn it. Our first section there. Why didn't it give me that information on day one so that I knew to use it all rather than trying to keep some of it for the next bit of development? Albon, very good driver. Sergeant, not quite as good at the moment. Okay, this all looks different. Rest. And then the Bahrain Grand Prix starts. What's this? Pit stop drill. Pit stop drills. This is one of the news things. Yeah, okay. We'll get to that. Selected preset, balance, pit stop errors, pit stop time, car building. What does this mean? Right, okay. So we've got a breakdown here of the pit stop training. We've got a fatigue element here. So if they get too tired, they're going to make more mistakes. The car building, okay. Does that mean how long it takes for them to tweak the changes that we apply? Entirely sure. Again, a real lack of distinct information surrounding some of these things. A training schedule with a focus on rapid car assembly. This will improve the speed of changing car parts in the garage. Okay, so as we suspected. Build the pit crew schedule with a pre-made training regime. Preset training schedule is going to be edited in the training calendar. Okay, so this is a whole new thing. Fatigue reduction. Let's say pit stop time. What are we looking at here? Show attributes. Chances of a mistake. Okay. Pit stop errors. Right. Well, let's just have no new pit stop errors. That seems to give us a bit more of a spread benefit. Estimated pit stop time is 0.1 seconds slower. We can take that. But yeah, let's do that. Sven Smeets. Pit crew performance is reduced each year due to new regulations, the team getting rusty between seasons, and experienced crew members leaving. So we pay him $50,000 a month to train our guys. And at the moment they're well rested, even though it looks like they're in the fatigued area, but it says here they're well rested. I don't know. Confused. Current fatigue is well rested, so at the moment they're fine. Okay, development, training schedule, active training. Plan out the pit crew's monthly training to improve the speed and consistency of pit stops. Okay, let's just get into a race. shall we? Private development updates. Yeah. Just want to see what the race is like. It very much feels like the first one. In a number of ways. Very familiar. Right now. A few extra bits bolted on. Let's see if there's any improvements where we actually want to see them or not. Remember, top right hand corner is the FPS, so you can see how good or bad the FPS is running.
Welcome to 𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂. Doesn't it feel good to be back? As we start a brand new season, the slate is wiped clean, and all 20 drivers prepare to make an instant impact ahead of an exciting year. Bahrain International Circuit was Formula One's first venue in the Middle East and is still a calendar favourite. Dusty and challenging, this desert track is a real test of endurance for teams and for drivers. There's now a rookie on the McLaren team, which is both an opportunity and a challenge. So, without further ado, let's get started.
We're obviously quite taken with Piastri. I'm not surprised. Especially this weekend, he's done incredibly well. Damn near took a, what do they call it? A sprint race pole? I forget what it's called. One of these new things they've introduced. Good driver. Really good driver. Okay, so, reports. 57 laps, Friday. This is one of the problems I had before, where they didn't really give us enough information about the quality of the track. It looks like it's going to be overcast, but not too bad. Partly cloudy, cloudy, and cloudy. Alright. Driver preparation is 0%. This looks a little bit different, not massively. I like the way that it's picked hard compounds to start with. That kind of makes more sense in a first practice because you want to get a lot of laps in more than anything else. Okay, right, let's have a look-see here. Wow, that's not very helpful at all. I'm going to say this is the most extreme thing here. No, I'm not. No, I'm going to focus on this first. So let's put that up to the maximum and we'll see how effective that is. Now what I'd like to see is when I change this stuff, it stays changed. Because I don't want to have to do the same thing every time. So I want that to be my default setup. That many laps, etc. I don't want to have to change it every single time. Completely unnecessary. Alright, well this definitely feels different. The car setup seems to be more vague, which is kind of good. So we're going to try and keep these tyres nice and fresh. Get out there, see how many times they crash. Right, our main man is Albon. Again, the audio is really rather good.
Could you check? Copy.
That's new. This bit here. Again, you still can't get rid of these screens or port them out onto a different monitor. Really disappointing. I don't want all this information on one screen. I want to be able to see all of this info on one of the 4 screens that I've got. We're not going to watch them too much, not in practice. This is about getting used to the car, getting used to the track.
What are we thinking about tyres here?
Oh, okay, nice. Okay, so the tyres are cold. You've got to try and warm them up. So increase the pace a
Push
little
through
bit.
all corners. Yep, copy.
So that's new. That's something that wasn't in the previous one. I quite like that. That's one tick in the right direction. Now, I remember distinctly when we started out as the Williams team in 22.
Are you okay?
All good.
So he's just got a time penalty because he caused a collision. So not all good at all then. Right, okay. Well, that's a great start. I didn't see the collision. Nothing has come up yet, so I don't know what happened. Good start. We'll leave him out there even though he's got an injured, damaged suspension. Oh no, it's screwed. The car's screwed. He's coming in. What a douche. What a douche. Didn't even make one lap, Sergeant. Car parts. This is another thing we're going to... so car parts now actually degrade over time, which is kind of cool. I do like that. The hell... Yeah, okay. So I want to change that because it's broken. Can't change anything else that's on the car. So we'll just go with that. Any feedback on this? Okay. Oh, okay. So we've got a really good idea about where we want the traction, and we know that we don't want the cornering here. So. Okay, interesting. There have to be a bit of that with a bit of that. And maybe a bit of that. Give that a try. It's going to take a while to fix. A few little changes. So yeah, sorry, before I got distracted. I remember we were about 2.5 seconds off the pace as the Williams team in the early days. I imagine we're going to face some sort of similar issue.
Feedback on limitation.
It was all fine.
Yeah, excellent.
Satisfaction is good. Wow, that was pretty quick. 20 minutes we got feedback from him there. That's quicker than it used to be. It used to be half an hour before we got full feedback, so Albon just locked up on turn 8. Nice. Coming into the pits, I guess that was. Has he damaged his car? Damaged something on his car then. Right. Talk to me. That needs to come down. And... oh, wrong one, sorry. Big change there. Okay, I'm ready to give that a try. Speed up time, obviously. Why can't we send him out? Not this again. There used to be a bug where you couldn't send out a car for some unknown reason. Tyres are fine. Why can't I send them out? Car parts. What's the issue in car parts then? So what you're telling me is, whatever is wrong in the car, you're not going to tell me what it is. And even if you did tell me what it was, I can't fix it. So what I should have done is left him out there on a broken car, going round really, really slowly and earning points. That's a really bad, terrible start. That's a stupid design fault already. So he now can't do anything at all. So his whole practice is over. I'm going to put him on some inters. No, can't send him out. What a flipping... Ay, ay, ay. I'm really genuinely concerned this game is going to get slated. Justifiably so. Alright, well, as the Williams and honcho, I guess you call me, you know, I'm not expecting miracles. Australia is probably
And here
crash
we've got a yellow flag.
involving several cars. See what the crash looks like now.
𝗂𝗂𝗃𝗀𝗁𝗂 there. Barely any room to manoeuvre. And oh, that's obviously far from intentional, but there was contact. That will
Okay.
have knocked their confidence, I'm sure.
I've not seen that crash before, so that's good, that's new.
And clearly they're not what everyone in the garage would have wanted to see.
Okay, let's just hope we get our feedback in time.
All okay. Car feels good. Copy that.
Alright, we seem to have got Albon in a good state. We'll leave him out there driving around in circles for a little bit longer. Try and get some of his experience and confidence with the car up. So none of this has really changed, which is quite disappointing. It is in a different configuration now. This is now more important. But okay. It'd be great if I could export this telemetry to another screen so I could see it whilst concentrating on other things. We are the slowest out there, but we weren't pushing, so not a terrible result. So yeah, he's quite ready. He's going to have an absolute nightmare. Action needed. Car parts missing. Suspension and chassis. That emergency manufacturer is still there. I hate that. Right, so we've managed to repair the parts that we had. And again, this is reduced back to that many laps, which is no good to us. Okay, so he's at 87%, which is great. Take 20. Keep the pace there. What can we... Look at this. Optimal, great, good. How did we get here so quickly? That never used to happen that fast. That's insane how we got there that quickly. So the only thing we really need to tweak is this. To a degree. I'm not sure I've actually done much good there, but send them out as is anyway. Both on medium tyres. Okay, let's go do it.
That's great.
Keep them nicely separated. Last thing we want is them to collide with each other. That would be a disaster. So they've added these green sections, which I guess is the DRS zone. But it looks a little bit different.
You okay?
All good.
He crashed again.
I hit my front wing.
Oh
What do you want me to do?
God.
We'll have a look.
We've got a yellow flag here.
Major front wing damage, minor chassis damage. Okay, minor chassis damage. Does that mean I can bring him in and still let him drive? That's the question.
You okay?
And there's been quite a crash.
BSC,
Car
BSC.
retired.
Close
Why
to
is the
delta
car
as you can.
retired?
Okay.
It was a front wing damage and minor chassis damage. Why is he retired? Sargent has not had a good start to his career.
BSC ending. Okay, copy. Feedback from you. It's good. Yeah, all good.
Okay, so he's happy with his setup. That seemed to happen a lot easier than it did in the last game. Quite sure why. I don't think they've got difficulty settings in this game at the moment. I could be wrong. Okay, so I do need to change him just a smidge here. Gonna come down. Yeah, I think that could work. Let's try that.
Now this was the 7th corner. And that's where they slightly run off the track. That won't do the floor of the car any good at all.
Dodgy graphics underneath that car. So he's only got 18 minutes to give us feedback here. So this might be the first time we don't have a completed feedback information. After those tyres a bit. You don't want him coming in too early.
Checker flag.
Max Verstappen, 134.1. We're doing 136.8. It's terrible. We are well off the pace. So driver preparation is now 65%. That's because the setup satisfaction is unknown. That should be higher. I still think that's a bug and they haven't fixed it. That's really disappointing. Right, this is P3 in quali today. What's missing this time? Why is there suspension missing? You never mentioned anything about broken suspension before. Bit of a tweaky gamble this, but we'll go for it. Have we got another set of hards? No, not really. So he's going to have to go out on mediums. Don't really have much choice. Okay. Send him out on set of softs. 20 laps. Do it. Logan, don't crash your car again. Seriously.
Feedback on limitation. It's good. Let's leave it like this. Copy.
He's quite happy with it. Let's let him get some car knowledge together then. I noticed as well that the compounds seem to be available to us more now, whereas in the 22 version they were definitely being locked away from us, rightly or wrongly. Yeah, 2.4 seconds off the pace. Not surprising. We're going to really struggle to get this car up to speed, I think.
Well, honestly, stupid from them.
You okay, Alex?
Yeah, I'm fine.
But he's just got a penalty and he's crashed the car again. Front wing damage. Minor front wing damage. Another crash. Did Sergeant drive into Albon? Is that what happened? Not really clear at all, is it? Sergeant is so off the pace.
When you have it, give me feedback on balance.
This is a mess.
Oh, goody. Maybe if you stop crashing the bloody car, we can get it set up for you. What's the problem then? Okay. Good. Okay, I think that could work. We'll go with that. Did I replace his front wing? I can't remember. Definitely tyres appear to be lasting a lot longer. Nuggets, didn't mean to do that, never mind. So he's got a damaged front wing. How bad is it? Minor. Okay, just carry on. We don't have a front wing to replace again, mate. You've used all of our parts.
I'm already
basically.
losing rear grip.
Focus on your tires.
Yeah, focus on your tyres. How are we looking? Oh, we're almost there, look. We are almost there. That was pretty good to me. What's wrong with these tyres then? There's laps left on those. Right, we're going to push that. Wow, he is taking so long to get feedback to us. That feels totally different. That feels more like what the first game was meant to be like, but that's such a small change. I don't see why they couldn't patch that in the first version. So, although it's a positive, it's also a negative at the same time. It's going to be difficult for me this because I'm used to winning races now and finishing on the podium.
And car balance feedback when capacity.
He's quite happy, isn't he?
Quite happy at the moment.
Good, good. Quite happy. How's that for a guess? I feel like the audio's improved. Why is he heavy breathing now? He's had another crash.
Now we're at turn 11 now. 11
Unbelievable.
Tries to get by. And there, the cars make contact. And I don't think there's a lot of doubt as to which car came off worse there.
Why is he driving like that when we're in practice? Why are you racing cars in practice?
VSC. So positive on the Delta. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
BSC ending. Yep.
I'd be very surprised if Sargent can actually make it to the end of the race based on what I've seen so far.
That's the flag.
Did he get it in? He didn't quite get it in. Oh no! Oh, that sucks. So now he's only 79% happy. Okay. I still think that's broken.
Hello and welcome to the much anticipated qualifying session.
Bahrain's track is dusty and abrasive, and even under the floodlights, qualifying is tough on soft tyres. Teams will need to use their tyre allocations wisely.
Charles Leclerc has been a talking point for many of late. Karun, how do you think he's doing so far?
They were looking pretty sharp in practice and setting good lap times, so they're probably feeling fairly confident now. But a good practice time doesn't always guarantee a strong qualifying outcome.
So stay with us, folks. It's sure to be a good one.
All right. If we can get Albon into Q2, I think that would be quite an achievement. I can't believe this freaking idiot has destroyed. I have no more. Look. Emergency manufacture. What a stupid. How do you emergency manufacture something like that? He's crashed 5 times this weekend. Why isn't he injured? This guy's going to sink my... I'm going to have to sack him, otherwise we're going to go bust. Hang on. I said install it. Come on. Still too many clicks here. This is unnecessary. %91 confidence he's got. How? How did he end up with 91% confidence? When oh my. Right, so he's at 94% confidence now. Okay. $94, $91. Let's see if that bug continues. Good luck. I think Sargent just needs to get out there and get a lap in without crashing. But do his confidence a world of good. Whatever happens, he's going to end up last.
Keep the delta. So you go in, go in.
Understood.
Right, let's hope I've sent Albon out there with enough time to get a good lap in.
You're currently P13.
Ah, has he crashed
Go
again?
in, go in.
Yep.
That's Albon.
Currently P15. Let's just focus on brakes on the way in, brakes on the way in. Yes.
Why did it take him so long to pit in?
Currently P14. Go in.
I got it.
𝐃𝐨𝐳𝐬𝐈, Sargent is currently 14th
Okay, checker flag.
and Albon is 16th. How the hell has that happened? How in God's name has that happened? What is going on? This is ridiculous. Alright, go out there early. Get a lap
That's
in.
great.
Whilst it's quiet, if that's the way you work.
Make sure you respect the delta. Go in, go in.
Right, let's
Yep,
see if he
copy
actually
that.
comes into the pits this time. Sorry, I still get rid of the sinus infection. Right, he did actually come in this time. Obviously, he's well off the pace, as we knew he would be. We'll give him a fresh set of tyres, right? We'll risk it for the biscuit. There's a gap there. I think he's going to get a good, clean run. Boom. Yep, nobody in front of him. He should be fine for this lap. If he can do anything, it's now.
Currently P14.
No, can't do a thing. He's rubbish.
Go in, go in.
Copy.
Absolutely rubbish. I can't believe he's starting 15th. That's just mental. Right. Verstappen's top. Perez, Alonso, Sainz, Leclerc, Stroll, Russell, Magnussen, Gasly, Hamilton. So Logan Sargent qualified 15th, but he's got a 5-position penalty, so he's going to be last, just in front of 𝐃𝐨𝐳𝐬𝐈, which is just ridiculous. I'm missing a driver here somewhere. There's Lance Stroll. Oh, Alonso's third. Okay, cool, fair play.
Race day has arrived, and the time has almost come for these drivers to fight it out, wheel to wheel.
Bahrain has seen some of the most dramatic races in F1, like Sergio Perez's incredible 2020 victory, surging ahead from being last on the opening lap.
Now, Karun, with regards to Alex Albon, just how will he be feeling at this point in the weekend?
You know, it's not going well for them at the moment. They haven't been able to put everything together, and it's going to be a lot of work to get back to where they need to be.
And there's going to be a lot for the teams to handle. So will the drivers and their cars be able to deal with the pressure here in Bahrain?
Right, okie dokes. So we're going to go on hard tyres and They've swapped this around. What's the benefit of that? It doesn't make any positive changes to anything. That seems silly to me. Right, so Alex Albon, whoa. Alex Albon can go pretty much flat out all the way around. I like that. Strategy D, we'll go for that. What annoys me is we've set up this strategy, but you come back in here, and rather than it automatically setting him up to run like that, it doesn't. He's now 100% confident. Everything's optimal. When the hell did that happen? It's absolutely ridiculous. Right. Right, he's ready to go. Mr. Sergeant, I'm gonna say stick you on some we'll start you off on mediums and then we'll put you on hard tyres. Okay, so you're 91% happy. Alright, 15th and 20th. Let's see what we can do from here.
Here in 𝗂𝐂𝐬𝗂, the floodlights are on, and it's nearly time for 57 laps around the Bahrain International Circuit. If Pierre Gasly's feeling the pressure, he's certainly not showing it.
Just sitting inside the points places, they need to defend well and look to push hard where possible.
So let's see what today has in store, shall we? Here we go with the Bahrain Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go.
Here we go, boys. Right, back into 15th. Nope, we're down a spot. We're down a couple of spots. Back up into 15th. That'll do me. Good start. Not even bothered about Sargent. I can't imagine he's actually going to make it round the entire track or the race, but a little bit of running wide going on ahead of us. Norris has dropped down to 13th. Albon's already way off the pace, but he is on hard tyres, so we'll see if our strategy gets us into the points. That's all I'm really looking for. Top 15, top 12 would be perfect. And he's lost the place already. It's not really surprising because he's on soft tyres.
Just keep pushing.
Another position being given up. Piastri trying to take it from us. Come on, Alex. That's our acceleration problem right there. It's not what we need, but we knew it was going to be a problem.
All to play for.
Alright, this is going to be a tactics game. Well said.
Keep pushing, keep pushing.
So in 22, putting extra fuel in the car gave you a distinct advantage on DRS because you had all that extra power. Doesn't seem to work out quite as easily now, which is good because that makes it more realistic, but again, why couldn't that be patched into the first game?
DRS enabled.
Not good. Dropping down the rankings already. Last and second last. Let's just hope that our tactic of hard tyres works out in our favour. As long as we can stay within about 30 seconds of the leaders. And when they come into pit, it'll bring us back into contention. The Sergeant seems to be doing quite well. Definitely better now. I mean, he just overtook 𝐃𝐨𝐧𝐚𝐭𝐢𝐨𝐬. Well done, Albon. Watch that fuel there. Oh, we've lost the place again already. Damn it. Those tyres are
I just-
really warm.
Oh,
What's he done now?
always.
Has he crashed?
Now this is Logan Sargent. Nothing at this point. The wheels just lock up there. Just unable to control the car by that point.
Oh my lord.
As soon as I try to race anyone, I just have no shot.
I'm liking the new
Keep pushing, keep pushing.
conversation.
Okay, back off.
Copy.
I'm going to try and get these tyres back in.
Increase lift and coast.
This is new as
Got it.
well. I don't think this was showing before, so this is cool.
Start Michael.
I used to have to come in to here, here, and then look at tyres, and then it would tell me. So it's cool that they've added it here. That makes more sense. So that's a positive. And this has changed as well. We've actually got more better tyre wear than our opponents. I suppose we are running hards. But even Sargent is only a couple of percentage off. And he's already locked up his tyres, so that's changed as well. Right, we've taken a spot. And the first lot of pit stops have happened. We haven't really gained much from it. Remember, top 15, top 12 is good for us. We'll be well happy with that. We're almost halfway through the race, so that's looking not too bad. But Sargent is struggling really badly at the back. So I'm pretty confident we can get 30 laps out of a set of hards. So let's...
So we're racing Zoo. Nice to manage the tires.
Bring him in and let's stick him on a set of hards.
Box, Logan, box.
Yeah, box.
We could do with a bit more pace now if you've got it.
Yeah, copy.
Let's just see how we are doing for pace. We're doing 140.8, which is by far the slowest on the track.
Pit entry.
Understood.
I'm wondering if these guys are going to go for a one-stop. I thought they were going to go for a two-stop, and maybe that would have worked in our favour, but it's not looking great for us, I have to say. Right, let's stick them on a set of mediums.
Box.
Box.
We'll keep Logan.
Focus and push.
I copy that.
On what he's on. See if Albon could do anything with these fresh tyres. We're 12th fastest pit stop, that's terrible. Right, according to this, these tyres should last, but will they be cool enough? I've got to keep my eye on. Right, here come the pit stops. Temporarily above Piastri. Temporarily, no, we just came out behind Sue, unfortunately.
What are we thinking about tyres here?
Yeah, okay, let's just cool them down a bit. Carry on, good shout. Still quite warm. Got a bit of excess fuel we can burn off. It's still well off the pace, we're on 37.86. 20 seconds behind the next car, 1 lap down already. Seven laps to go. Why not push it? Oh, Verstappen locked up. Perez is now in first place. Interesting.
Oh, he's had a big lock-up on the front.
Always focus and push.
Let's see what happened there. Right, so this was the 4th corner. Oh, and the car locks up. And they'll need to be mindful of the effect that had on the tyres.
Again, that's a new animation. I haven't seen that before, so that's positive. And look at this, we're under fuel already.
There's 3 laps to go.
That's going through really fast.
Let's increase lift and coast.
Yep.
We want to leave core, please.
Perez has crossed the line first.
Okay, checkered flag. Checkered flag.
Well,
Tough race.
a disappointing result,
Usual out of race
but
procedure.
not unexpected, I would say.
Dear oh dear, what a disaster of a drive for Logan Sargent.
You know, I don't think many would have expected to see them finishing outside the top 10. They'll be aiming much higher than that, I assure you.
And onto the podium
Ah,
is Sergio Perez.
a podium
He's certainly
finish.
in good company
Well,
there.
there's something they've added that's worth talking
Their
about.
first win of the season, and the team looking on will be very proud, I'm sure.
And we've certainly kicked things off in style here at the Bahrain Grand Prix.
You're looking forward to getting on there, I can tell you. That's a big improvement. That should have been in the first game
Now,
again, though.
Karun, no doubt there'll be a lot for the teams to process after that race. But how do you think the Williams team are feeling?
They'll be disappointed. Neither driver really shone here, it has to be said, and there's quite a bit of work to be done, but they'll be well aware of that.
And that is about that for this weekend's action here in Bahrain.
The teams now look ahead to the next round, where they'll duel it out in the sand dunes of Saudi Arabia.
Oh, apologies, nodded off there for a minute. I had a really long day and then I was just about to get ready for bed and then I got an email saying that they sent me a key for a review, so I'm trying to keep myself awake so I can get some content in, but I'm definitely struggling. Right, so we're not the worst in the pit stop. The HL fastest pit stop competition. You get points for the fastest pit stop. You sure? Right. Anyway, we just need to get a faster car. And we're not going to get anything until Australia. And we've really got to focus on the acceleration, because that's, you could see that we were just accelerating so much slower than even cars that are slower than us. There's no point being the fastest on the track if you're so slow at accelerating you can't get up to that faster speed. ATR period 2 begins. That's so annoying. I can't use it for anything, can I? Damn. That's infuriating. Right, what are we talking about? Look at the damage he's done to all my stuff. The car 2 is absolutely 100% fine. Car 1 is absolutely fine. Car 2 is just in bits. Absolutely in bits. So we're going to need some chassis. Why can't I do it? Okay. Yeah, that's a much higher cost. The Yeah, I'm going to say 2. What else can we do? What else did he destroy? The suspension. And front wings. I think he destroyed at least a couple of those, didn't he? Absolute douchebag. Yeah, below stock. Stock. Thanks for telling me that a week late. What a pointless time to tell me that after I've already arranged to have them manufactured. Well, this is cool. These are the actual parts on the car that are degrading, so it's not just a case of if he doesn't crash, it'll be fine for the whole year. You know, you are going to have to constantly redevelop this stuff, which is really cool. That's actually a massive positive. So I like that. That's quite awesome. Wow, his performance rating's gone up. His performance rating has gone up. Very aggressive defending. Oh, he hasn't got any points. His just overall rating's gone up. Okay. Right, okay, okay. Alright, we're up against the next race, which is going to be Saudi Arabia. Again, we're not going to have our new parts until after this race weekend. And it's annoying that that keeps unsetting itself. I want that to be my default configuration. I'd appreciate it if it stayed that way. Should we just have a look and see if we can... Factory where race ready cars are manufactured. Design center. Do you reckon we could upgrade? It's 11.5 million. That would be all of our money. Okay, no development upgrade coming there then. Right. Going to be a really tricky first season for sure. We need to get this car running, accelerating much faster if we've got any chance of doing anything this year, which isn't going to be easy by the looks of things. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care. Goodbye for now.